Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to World of Tanks, here with another review, this time of the premium Tier 8 German tank destroyer, because we need another German tank destroyer in the game, obviously. And this one is of the Rheinmetall Skorpion G. Now, this is a very special tank destroyer, it's very good, slightly OP, but not when I'm driving it, because I'm not very good. Just full stop. I'm not very good at high tier things, at least. So yeah, it has a fairly large amount of hit points, 1,150 HP, compared to the Jagdtiger 88's 1,300, which is, yeah, the Jagdtiger 88 does have a lot of HP at tier 8 for tank destroyers, at least. So let's have a look at some other tier 8 tank destroyers. You've got the ISU 122, ISU 152, sorry, with 1,010 HP. Sorry. You've got the SU 101 with 990, which is even less. That's not very good at all. At Tier 8 for the Americans, you've got the T-28 with a very large amount of 1,500 HP, which is a lot for a Tier 8 tank destroyer. I suppose we could have a look at the T-28 prototype with 1,150. Yeah. Let's have a look at the... well, you've got the Panther 2 with 1,150. You've got the Ferdinand with, I think, 1,200. Oh no, 1,500. Oof, that's a lot of HP. You've got the Rheinmetall Borsig with 1,100. Does it? It doesn't have a turret upgrade, no, obviously. Then you've got the French with the AMX AC-48. There you go, with 1,000 HP. And then you've just got the British with like the massive amount of 1,450. So yeah, it's better than the Russians, at least in HP, but it's fairly high at tier 8 tank destroyers. However, it's still not as good as some of the other tank destroyers on tier for tier, at least. And the hull armour is terrible, 30, 16, 20, based on the chassis of the Panther, but all the armour's been taken off, so you're not going to bounce anything. You can bounce, I think, 90mm guns or less at a very steep angle, basically. That's the only time you're going to bounce things. Otherwise, they're just going to go straight through you. But however, it is very mobile. Only weighs 28.2 tons with a 45 load limit, and it does have a 650 horsepower engine, which gives it 17 horsepower per ton ratio, which means that it can shift itself. Has a pretty good power to weight ratio. It can get up hills fairly quickly. It does have a 60 kilometer per hour top speed with a 20 reverse speed, so yeah, it's very fast. Traverse speed, yeah, not that great, 31.69, so yeah, not that great traverse speed. It's not very stealthy either, 11.6 with a 7.87 when moving. I mean, even the Jagdtiger has got a better concealment rating than this thing, which is odd, but there you go. So the heavy tank destroyer modification is more easy to hide than a medium tank with a modification, possibly because it has a turret. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So it doesn't have a very good concealment. KV5 with 5 Gs. But yeah, so it's not very easy to hide. People will probably spot you fairly easily. However, you'll be able to spot them quite well with 360 meters view range, with a 730 signal range. So yeah, it has a very good signal. Well, it has a very good radio. Rheinmetall Skorpion and Rheinmetall Skorpion G. I'm not too sure what this thing is, because they're like basically the same, except this is the Skorpion G, that's the Skorpion. But either way, 700 signal range, very good. So yeah, and then we move on to the gun. Now the gun is the attraction, because the gun for this tank is phenomenal. Here it is. It's a 128mm Canon 43L55, 128mm, 4.92 rate of fire rounds per minute, 246 average PEM, which is a lot, 311 with APCR, so that's a lot, almost 500 average damage, with 630 with high explosive, and high explosive. Anyone that's used the Rheinmetall Skorpion or anything else that fits a 128, the Jagd Tiger perhaps, will be used to this average damage. But that is a lot of penetration. You can almost get through the front upper casing of a Jagd Tiger with that. You can almost get through this bit with 246. With premium, you could get through the front of this Jagd Tiger's hull. So yeah, that's a lot of penetration. You will be able to penetrate things very easily. And even if you can't, you can aim for weak spots very easily, because 0.3 dispersion, it's like the most accurate thing in the game, with a very good 2.1 second aim time. So yeah, high penetration, good average damage, decent rate of fire, and very, very accurate. With 100% crew, not with Brothers in Arms, however, because, oh, sorry, we need to go here. There we go. With 100% crew, without Brothers in Arms, and you can't fit improved vents because it's open-topped, means that you have got a 0.29 accuracy, and you aim in just under 2 seconds. So, yeah, this is a very good gun. It also has pretty good gun depression of -7. However, I think you can only use that maximum depression from the side of the tank. If you go to the front, it's sort of... So, say this front... Say you're aiming over the side, you turn your gun will go like this. Like that as it hits the front here. So, yeah, you can't use the maximum gun depression from the front. You have to turn to the side in order to sort of fire broadside, even to actually make use of the good gun depression there. And 14 gun elevation, not great, but gun elevation. The actual turret itself has only got an 18.77 traverse speed, which is slightly better than a KV2, but that's not saying much. The turret is pretty slow at traversing. You'll want to turn your hull with it as well. And however, the accuracy and the aim time means that you can snap shots off fairly easily. So yeah, without a gun rammer, because I'm sort of broke right now. I have to build up my credits again. So yeah, without a gun rammer, it's 12.2 second reload. I could strip one off, but I don't really have anything to strip one off of. I mean, I already nicked the one from the Jagd Tiger to put on the ISU 122S, so yeah, not going to take it off the KV5, and I sort of don't have any other tank that uses large caliber tank gun rammers. Let me have a look what I've actually fitted these onto. There we go. There you go, mounted on heavy tank number 6, the box tank, the KV5, and the ISU 122S, and I'm not likely to remove them from anything. I mean, I didn't really want to remove it from the Jagd Tiger, but I had to do the review for the ISU, so yeah, and I probably use the ISU more because it's my newest tank. But yeah, so 4.92 rate of fire, 2,410 average DPM. That'll go up if I do manage to fit a gun rammer, which I will do eventually. You carry 30 rounds of ammunition for this tank, which is that's a fair amount. It's not like you're going to be burning through the ammunition at 12 or something rate of 12 seconds reload. So yeah. In order to actually expend all of the ammunition of this tank at a 4.92, call it 5 rate of fire, you'd have to be firing for 5 minutes straight. So yeah, you're not going to be doing that. So you probably have enough to last the battle. So yeah, regular consumables, go ahead and fit that on. Then you come to the equipment. So camo net, binos, yeah, go ahead and chuck them on. You do. This is basically a sniper tank. It is the definition of a sniper tank. It has a very accurate, damaging gun and very thin armor, and a good spotting. So it's sort of the definition of a sniping tank. If you were to look up tank sniper in the dictionary, you'd see a picture of the Skorpion, because that's what it is. So go ahead, fit camo net and binos, definitely go ahead and do that. Ammo rack, in case your ammo rack keeps getting damaged. Spore liner, no, definitely not. Not at tier 8, definitely not. Coated optics, yeah, you could do if you want. The gun lane drive, you don't need it. If you fit this on, ignore the cats fighting outside if you heard that. But if you fitted this, sell your Skorpion and uninstall the game and never come back, because 2.1 seconds aim time, you don't need a gun lane drive. Plus 0.3 accuracy, you don't need it. Suspension, no, you don't really need that. You may want it for the durability, but yeah. Fuel tanks filled with CO2 in case your fuel tank keeps getting damaged. Definitely go ahead and chuck one of these guys on. I will do when I get enough cash to buy one. And then toolbox, because why not? Toolbox is always useful. Right. So there's your equipment. So let's go ahead and look at our crew. It's a crew of 4. So yeah, you can't use the fixed gun line of German tank destroyers. You'll have to use your turreted tank destroyers if you want to train your crews. But I am training 6th Sense because with the thin, flimsy armour of this tank and the sort of mid-range tier 8 tank destroyer HP, you definitely want to know when you've been spotted. So definitely definitely go ahead and put that on. And your commander is actually also your loader, as I've just realised. So yeah, he's going to be having fun controlling the tank whilst also, loading big, heavy 128mm shells into the gun. So he's having a fun time in a Skorpion, isn't he? But yeah, definitely 6th Sense. Safe strategy, in case your ammo rack keeps getting damaged, you could do that. Intuition to keep changing between AP and APCR if you do that, but then 246 penetration is very good for a tier 8 tank destroyer. Bearing in mind that before the Skorpion, the Jagdtiger 88 actually had a very good 88mm gun for tier 8. I mean, 203 average penetration. That was a lot. That was a lot of penetration before the Skorpion comes along. And well, the Jagdtiger 88 has been in the game for many years now, so of course new tanks have arrived with more penetration guns, so the 88 on the Jagdtiger has sort of lost its really good penetration compared to other guns. But yeah, this thing does still have a very good 88mm gun. It's very rapid fire, and that penetration is still decent for tier 8, I would think. Plus, this thing does get preferential matchmaking. This thing does not. So so having less penetration is sort of all right for the Jagdtiger. But anyway, back to this guy. So you'll probably not want to carry around a lot of APCR. I mean, if you want to carry around some APCR, then sure. But I don't think you really need to carry around an excessive amount, which would cause intuition to really be helpful to you. Eagle Eye is, that's always useful. Go ahead and train him on that. Jack of all trades if you want. Recon, definitely. You're a sniper tank, so definitely go ahead, fit recon. Mentor, I don't really see the point in. Then you've got your common skills. Then you've got I sort of skipped the gunner there. Whoops. My apologies, Johann. Unterofficer Johann. My apologies. But we have got another Unterofficer, Bernold Pritwitz. Yeah. And I'm training him in Smooth Ride. You could go ahead and fit clutch braking if you want. I mean, it's... What was the traverse speed of this? It was something like 28. Oh no, 31. So yeah, traverse speed not great, but then again, not that bad either, really. But I'll probably train clutch braking after I've trained him on off-road driving. So preventive maintenance, in case you keep getting set on fire, then go ahead and fit that if you want. Smooth ride, you're very accurate. Firing on the move would probably not be a bad idea, but then again, you'll probably still want to be stationary when you're actually shooting things. Controlled impact, you're a Skorpion. Why are you ramming things with 30mm of frontal hull armour? You're just going to get wrecked, so definitely not do that. Then you've got your common skills. Now, let's actually go to Auto Officer Johan before he, quits, because we skipped him. But Deadeye, definitely, dropping 500 HP damage on the enemy, whilst also damaging lots of modules. They're not going to be having a fun time with that. So, yeah, go ahead and train him on that. Snapshot, also not a bad idea with the accuracy. You could definitely do some snapshots in this tank. Armourer, yeah, you could do that. Not a bad idea to go with Armourer. If you don't want to use a repair kit, then you'll probably still be a fairly accurate gun, even if it is damaged. So, yeah, sure thing. Designate target, yeah, you could do. Probably not beneficial to you, but maybe beneficial to others on your team, perhaps. So, yeah, then you've got your common skills. Then, finally, you've got the radio operator, and I am training him in relay, because 730 meters signal range is very good. So, why not give that out to all your allies, which is what relay does. Extends signal range of allied communications within my own vehicle's radio coverage. So there you go. So yeah, I've gone ahead and done that. Situational awareness, definitely going to be useful. Get that view range up. Signal boosting if you want, so that you can have really good signal range. Call for vengeance if you want, and then you've got your common skills. So there's Rheinmetall Skorpion, Tier 8 tank destroyer, turreted, German. Probably borderline, if not over, OP. It's very mobile with a very, very accurate and good 128mm gun. I'm just not very good at using it, but it's my fault, not the fault of the tanks. So, yeah. If you've managed to pick one up, then great for you. It does come with this special camouflage on it. If we have a look here, camouflage, it says that we can equip camouflage, but no, we can't. Nothing found. You can't actually fit any other camouflage. You have to stick with this special camouflage, which is aptly got scorpions on it. Not too sure if the Germans were going to do this, if they were to ever build one of these things, but it looks nice. It sells for the crowd, for wargaming. More money for wargaming. But yeah, as I'm recording this tank is now off the premium shop, so yeah, it doesn't matter whether or not I think that you should buy it now, because it's no longer in the premium shop. But if it comes back, definitely get it if you're a fan of tank destroyers, especially if you are a fan of being a camping tank destroyer, because this is the definition of it. So if you can get one somehow, definitely go ahead and get one. It's very good. So yes, the Rheinmetall Skorpion. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.